What screams I lost the argument? When they start responding with yo ho asked yo, even though they started it. When they go completely off topic. Yuri Gesum just a terrible mother, yo. When they just start yelling shit like look at you. You know so much. Smart ass bitch. You know this is why your ex cheated. You're insufferable. Asterisk asterisk and loudly banging things, stomping, etc. When you're told that's what they want you to believe. When personal attacking starts. You're whatever. You're salty you're. #WHEN you start replying like this. I have a right to my opinion. Of course you do, and usually at this point in the argument no one has said otherwise, but that doesn't mean your opinion is supported by evidence. Similarly, people tend to confuse being legally in the clear with being justified more broadly. I remember arguing with a friend that a particular movement was stupid, and he replied, well the same, right, that allows you to criticize them allows them to do it. And it's like, yeah, of course they have the right to do it. That doesn't make it a smart thing to do. Moving the goalposts and whataboutisms when someone has to try and change what an argument is about to defend it, they more often than not have lost that argument. When the ad hominem attacks begin, nothing says I'm out of reasonable options better than attacking somebody for their profile picture lol. Whatever, I don't really care anyway. Writing off reliable sources of information that they don't like. Bringing up old arguments that have nothing to do with the current one lol. Edit, lady here. Understand that there are people of all genders who don't know how to have a calm productive discussion that remains on topic. Even if you disagree, just give the person time to say their piece and afterwards both of you can come to a resolution that is on topic. Forgive people because that is something that you would want from someone else. Don't keep a scoreboard of rights and wrongs. Directing towards some other topic. When someone points out that you ate the last sausage and they know because there's half a sausage sticking out of your mouth you've given up the game by saying, yeah, well what about the time you ate all the corn chips? Separate argument, my dude. Whatever mayo. I usually get into online arguments with people in video games where nobody knows what I look like IRL. Usually, they'll resort to calling a kid or a 9-year-old, or whatever when I disagree with them for such an unoriginal comeback, they've already lost. When they start the enjoy your negative downvotes logic. When the insults start appearing. Resorting to variations of no you. I can't even think about this right now. I'm still mad about the last time you did something wrong. Ad hominems and strawman tactics. Oh, and slapping / punching them with the words now look what you made me do. That's a big loss. It also makes you an idiot emo. Who screams while speaking. There's a lot out there, but here are some of my favorites. 1. Start using personal insults instead of actually trying back up their argument. 2. Looking through your profile for something to make fun of you for. 3. Trying to change the subject to something similar but also different. 4. You're just mad. 5. Kid, you're like 10, you don't know shit. 6. Start cursing you out. 7. Start using racial / religious / homophobic slurs. 8. If it's political, they'll call you things like libtard or Trumpy. 9. One of my personal favorites, fuck you. Edit, added a few to the list. When they tell you to yurdo your research point year. A refusal to answer direct questions that are clearly designed to demonstrate the flaw in your reasoning. The only reason you have to refuse to answer a question is if you know that the answer is going to lead you to admit that you're wrong. And if you can't admit that you're wrong, then you're no longer interested in meaningful discussion. When they start saying inaccurate stuff, you can't win against wrong. There was someone who put this on an article or story thingy, and they thought I meant the person was lying. I simply meant their facts weren't right and they aren't educated. And no, I'm not talking about the random person. Do the research. Like, no, you're the one who made the argument. The burden of proof is on you. This tactic is almost always used by people who value their fees over actual data. Anti-vaxxers, flat earthers, people who think getting a raise into another tax bracket would cause them to earn less money, etc. I understand checking comment histories if you suspect a bad faith argument, but using what you find as ammunition for a cheap gotcha is just tragic. When people start denying a source is valid because it doesn't conform to their worldview. Edit. Hey dum-dums, this is the default name Reddit gave me when I signed up. I just thought it was funny. You're flat earthers are dumb, how dare you? I get it. You're not a flat earther, Reddit is. You just have responses to everything I say for my argument. X said this to me once. She didn't get that's why I thought her argument was crap. When they start bullying you instead of trying to prove their argument. Edit. Jesus H. Christ, I didn't expect so many upvotes. Thanks for the awards. When they keep replying, but just ignore 90% of the comment they are replying to. Relying on slogans heavily without being able to get into details. You get folk just repeating a talking point over and over, and makes for less than convincing arguments. Even if you and a whole bunch of people do it, it backfires with folk being able to see where you and your team's bullshit is, and call you out. You lose by empowering your enemies with sloganeering. When you insult instead of finding valid arguments. Deflecting away from the point, and bringing up another completely unrelated to said first point. Any one of the many logical fallacies. Ad hom. Argument from authority. Argument from popular opinion. False dichotomies. And on. Brings up rank. Or position/title. I'm here laughing at all you sheeple. It's clear you can't do your own research. I'm not going to waste my time showing you my evidence. If you want to know the truth, you need to search for it yourself. Personal insults. I don't care how right you are, you're not arguing at that point, you're fighting. There's a fine line there, and that's a great way to cross right over. If you can't put across your argument without belittling the other person or resorting to trash talk, there's no point in going any further, unless you're ready to cool the hell down from that point.